He even had a former cabinet member in a previous White House call me on the phone. And there's two reasons that's happening. One, we are supposed to be impressed with their status. And two, they're trying to tell the little teachers and educators to calm down. Well, I've got something to say to Austin Beutner and all those people who keep on calling me, and they can stop calling. I've got something to say to them.
What you want to say, Alex?
I taught for 22 years in the Compton Unified School District and Crenshaw High School and South Los Angeles. I've got the status I need with the people who matter, which is my co-workers, students, parents, and community. And I'll tell you another thing. We are not going to calm down until we get respect. So we are here, sisters and brothers. We are here in the spirit of West Virginia. We are here in the spirit of Arizona. We are here because public education, just like in those states, is nearing a tipping point in Los Angeles. If we do not change the direction of public education, we are going to lose it in the next 5 years. The time to change the direction of LAUSD and the state of California is right now. Public education in Los Angeles is not going to be saved by billionaire Eli Broad. Or let me actually turn this into a pop quiz. Is public education in Los Angeles going to be saved by the California Charter School Association? Is public education going to be saved by Antonio Villaraigosa? Is public education going to be saved by criminally indicted school board member Ref Rodriguez? Is public education in LA going to be saved by the school board majority that depends on Rodriguez's vote? We, right here in this park, we are going to save public education in Los Angeles. Investment bankers take over struggling entities. They make cuts, they do layoffs, and they sell them for a profit. That is not what public education needs in Los Angeles. We do not need investment bankers, we need investment in our students. So here's a message to Austin Beutner. Listen to the people with experience and listen to the people with vision. And right now, there's about 15,000 people with experience and vision right here. And by the way, those 15,000 people have about 150,000 years experience in our schools. Our vision is very simple and common sense. We want lower class size. It is shameful that California is 48 out of the 50 states in teacher-to-student ratio and the district won't bargain. Shameful. We want more music, more arts, more ethnic studies, more electives for our students. We want to regulate and contain the growth of corporate charter schools, which have grown at 287% over the last 10 years. Last week, when I said to Austin Beutner, we need to bargain regulation and containment of corporate charter growth, his response to me was, I don't want to talk about corporate charters because it has sucked all the air out of the education debate. My response to him was, it has sucked $600 million a year out of our neighborhood schools. You better talk about it and get to the bargaining table and bargain it. He wanted to talk about healthcare costs. And what I said to him was, you're late to that party. They tried to attack our healthcare. We escalated. We won our healthcare. Stay away from our healthcare and deal with the issues we have in front of you. We want to stop the overtesting and top-down mandates. And we also want this. We want the district to use its power to take leadership in protecting immigrant students, in challenging racism, in expanding green space at our schools, in expanding affordable housing. It is shameful. It is shameful that the district will wring its hands and get all anxious about the impact of poverty and racism on education, but they won't do anything about it with their political power in this city. Let's force them to do that. LAUSD will either stand with the educators and the parents and the students, or they will stand and close schools and lay off teachers and accelerate the death of public education. We know what side we're on, right? The district needs to come to the table and help all of our schools transform into community schools. So we're gonna win, and we're gonna win by being focused on three things, and I'm gonna tell you what they are. The district needs to stop sitting on a $1.7 billion reserve and spend it on students and classrooms. That's number one. Number two, state officials should be outraged that we are 46 out of 50 in the states in per pupil funding. That needs to change. Our campaign is 20 by 20, $20,000 per student by the year 2020. How does that sound? How are we going to get there? We're going to get the Schools and Communities First initiative on the ballot that closes the commercial property loophole for wealthy commercial property owners. We're going to fight to pass Assembly Bill 2731, which closes the loophole on tax breaks for hedge fund manager billionaires. And number three that we need to do, and we need to be very focused on, is stop the privatization of public education in Los Angeles. That means we regulate and contain corporate charter growth. That means we support the unionization of charter educators. We just had a huge victory at Alliance, where the Alliance teachers filed for union recognition. Give them a round of applause. We need 100% of our members signed up on the all-in cards to stop the Supreme Court from trying to undermine our union. Can we do that? And we need to stop Antonio Villaraigosa from becoming governor and stop Marshall Tuck from becoming state superintendent. And the way we're going to do that is on June 5th or before June 5th. Vote for Gavin Newsom for governor and vote for Tony Thurmond for state superintendent. Sisters and brothers, I'm going to close with this. We know that when we escalate, we win, right? We know from Arizona and West Virginia that strike readiness has to be part of our escalation, right? We had bargaining today, and we're going to have more bargaining sessions in the coming weeks. We are going to fight for an agreement. But if the district does not move on what our students most basically need and what our educators most basically need, we will take strike votes in September. And we will be ready to strike later in the fall. How many of you are proud to be here right now with the people around you? How many of you will move to strike votes in September if we need to? And how many of you will strike in the fall if we don't get what our students need? Let the investment banker hear you. Let Sacramento hear you. Let our allies in West Virginia and Arizona hear you. Let parents and students hear you. We are going to do this. All of you, every single one of you, you are great. Stand with pride as an educator. Stand with pride in the fight. Keep it up, and we're going to keep on moving. Have a great night.